Hi, this is Rafael Cabrera, leader of the pack with Casita Big Dog Rescue, sponsored by ValuePetSupplies.com. Today's show is going to be a really great show. It's a very feel-good show. It's about the difference that Casita Big Dog Rescue, in conjunction with ValuePetSupplies.com, the difference that it makes in people's lives here in our county. Our first story is going to be about Jimbo, who's one of the guys that we had. He was our Anatolian Shepherd. When we first met him at the shelter, he was very timid, very laid back. We had a hard time getting him out of his kennels. He needed a lot of work. He was very timid. He wouldn't go to anybody. He was very fearful of men. We worked with him for a little while. We took him here at Casita, and then it took us about almost 3 months to get Jimbo to completely come out of his shell. Well, as you will see in today's show, everything changed dramatically. He went to a wonderful couple. He's now living in Homosassa. He's living on the water in a beautiful condo, and he's doing really, really well. We want to thank both his owners for saving his life and making a big difference with him. So continue to watch, see how the story of Jimbo turns out, and we'll be back with more about our next segment. Thank you. Here is the finale of a great story with our friend Jimbo, who was previously Wiley. You saw him at the shelter, and now his name is Kona. And this is his new parents. This is Laura and this is Mark. They do own Fat Cat's Bar and Grill downtown Crystal River off of Citrus Avenue. Wonderful place. If you get a chance, go down there, give them a shout out and everything, and see how the food is. We couldn't ask for a better family for Kona. Things turned out simply wonderfully. You knew when we first started with him, and he was a little timid, a little weary and fearful of people. We were looking for the right energy for this guy, and we couldn't find better parents. They turned out to be perfect. This is where they live. This is his surroundings. He's got a great life. We're happy as all get out. He really had a special spot in our heart because he was so timid and everything, and we were concerned about finding him the right home. The transformation, Laura, everything went fine?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's been great.
Okay, no problems in the house, nothing at all?
No, we got the crate like we were advised, and he puts himself to bed at night.
Yes.
We leave it unlocked.
Right.
And during the day, we don't put him in there. If he wants to go in, he can, and we haven't had any issues.
That's wonderful. And one of the concerns was they did have a cat. Cat's name again?
Augie.
Augie, and we were concerned. They were concerned about him with Augie and everything. Coming a full-grown dog into a new household with a cat that's established already on the property. But he came in, and him and Augie are best friends. From what I understand, they went to the vet together yesterday, or a couple of days ago.
They shared a room at the vet, and they did wonderful. He doesn't care anything about her one way or the other, and she quite likes him.
Oh, so that's wonderful.
So she hangs around him and tries to play, and he doesn't pay her any mind at all.
Well, that's good, though, and that's the way it should be.
So
I'm sure as they spend more time together, they'll probably interact a little bit more and more. I would imagine it's getting better and better every week.
Nose to nose.
Okay.
They've been nose to nose, and so they have a mutual respect.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So, again, this is a dog we took from the shelter from complete obscurity. He had nothing special about him, just the fact that he wouldn't come out of his kennel. He was very timid. We were very concerned. They had some medical issues in the beginning because he was housebroken, and they could not get him out to go to the bathroom. But everything turned out just fine. Under the care of Dr. Julie Rosenberger from the shelter. She's the director and vet at Citrus County Animal Services. She made sure that he got everything he truly needed to get him past that particular stages while he was with us. We put some time in with him. He had him approximately 3 months. It was well worth every minute. This is a great end to a wonderful story. So now, how did you come up with the name Kona? Where does that originate from?
We were going into Bell's.
Okay.
To buy a coffee maker, and we ended up with the dog, and we never did get the coffee maker.
Oh, okay.
So the discussion was, you know, Kona's a coffee.
Oh, I see.
Mark spent a lot of time in Hawaii, so Kona is a place that we enjoy. Kona is a coffee, and he looks like a coffee color.
Right, okay.
But mainly we got a dog and no coffee maker, so that was kind of...
That's a great story right there. So hence the name Kona. It was a coffee, and the name originated from Hawaii. And it was funny how we met them. We were just in Bells. It was just before the holidays. This is probably like the third dog that we did get adopted out from Bells. We want to give them a big shout out. Thank you so much for allowing us into your store and helping saving these dogs' lives. They happened to see him. We were very happy about the way they approached him. They didn't go directly to him. They waited till he came to them. We felt at that time that this was going to be the perfect match, and we were correct, you know.
Right from the beginning, he is well behaved. You can tell he's well trained and in wonderful condition. Our vet, Tammy, in Citrus County, also said what a beautiful dog and how well behaved, and so
Very
everybody
good.
that's encountered him loves him.
That's
So,
great.
Yeah, we would, and I have made many recommendations
Well, thank
to
you.
people already and told them that that's where they should go and get advice and try to get a dog. What did she say, hon?
She said he's a keeper.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a keeper. Very good. Yes, we thought that from the very beginning. So this is what we do at Casita Big Dog Rescue. We take these dogs from the shelter that are that have challenges, you know, and we feel that a challenge is something that we could just help correct. We do try to take the worst of the worst, the most timid, the most dominant, and we try fixing them, and this is the results. We've placed numerous dogs. We want to thank ValuePetSupplies.com. They truly make this happen every day. Remember, every time you do shop with ValuePetSupplies.com, a portion of that money goes into saving another one of these lives, to help me, help them, to help wonderful people like this, and it's just, you know, you can't beat this with a stick. It's a great day. It's a great finale to a wonderful beginning. It's not an end, it's a beginning for him, a beginning for them. We hope we change their lives for the better. We know they've changed his life for the better. We're very happy here. Again, go to the shelter, do some homework, find out what type of dog you might be interested in. These are the type of dogs you can find there. Once you have a little bit of knowledge of what you want, you can go to the shelter, you can find the right dog to fit the right personality. We are very stringent about who we place our dogs with. We always make sure it's going to be the right people. We usually know right offhand when we first meet them, and the person we knew right away, Laura and Mark, they were the perfect couple. Very calm, very soft-spoken. This is exactly what this dog needed. We've adopted about 40 dogs out so far in the last 2 years since we've been in existence at Casita Big Dog Rescue, and we haven't had one dog returned yet. It's all about patience, understanding, and trust. These are the key factors in having a good dog going to a wonderful home. So remember to spay and neuter. Don't give up. Make a difference. Thank you very much. This is Rafael Cabrera with Casita Big Dog Rescue, and this is my rescued American Bulldog, Big Lug. Thanks to our sponsor, ValuePetSupplies.com, Lug and I are able to save dogs at our shelter. Every purchase you make at ValuePetSupplies.com helps in saving these beautiful dogs from being destroyed. Follow us on Casita Big Dog Rescue YouTube channel. Buy from our sponsor, ValuePetSupplies.com, and you could be part of saving these majestic animals. Save a life, adopt a rescued pet. Right, Big Lug? Valuable bully sticks. This is one of the fine products you can find on ValuePetSupplies.com. As you can see, Wolf loves them. Healthy, natural dog chew treats made of free-range beef, chemical-free, healthy, safe, great for teeth and gums. Valuable bully sticks. They do come in different shapes and sizes. Order as much as you want or as little as you want. So one of the fine products you can find on ValuePetSupplies.com. Valuable bully sticks. Hi, this is Rafael Cabrera, leader of the pack. Casita Big Dog Rescue, sponsored by ValuePetSupplies.com. We're at our local shelter. As you can see, all these poor dogs here in desperate need of salvation. They all need to be helped. They're all great dogs. They're all here due to behavior problems. These are dogs that truly need to be saved. As you can see, there's too many dogs, not enough people. If you want to make a difference and you want to help, you can contact me at ralph@CasitaBigDogRescue.com. I will help meet with you here at Citrus County Animal Services, and I'll help you find the right dog to fit the right family. Look at these guys. How could you resist? Look at these poor faces. Help me help them. Contact me again, Ralph@CasitaBigDogRescue.com. Come down, save a life. Thank you. Our next segment is about how dogs usually sometimes will pick out their owners. We had a young gentleman come to our shelter looking for some help with a dog where he had special needs. And he wanted a dog that was going to be able to help him through his special times. So as we were walking through the shelter, we came across this boxer. And the boxer, it was feeding time actually at the shelter, and the boxer had stopped eating and just observed this gentleman as he was walking back and forth with his lovely mom. And the dog wound up picking this guy John, and very nice people. And it turned out to be truly amazing. This dog was very much keyed into his special needs. So you're going to see what a difference a dog can truly make, or any pet, in someone's life at any time for any situations that might come up. So watch this. Have an open mind, and remember, these dogs all come from the shelter, and they could all make a difference in someone's life. This is why we say go to the shelter, save a life, and believe me, in turn, they will save yours. So stay tuned, watch, and learn. Thank you. Here today with John. Him and his mom had come to the shelter, I believe it was about 4 or 5 days ago.
About 4 days ago.
About 4 days ago, and they were looking for a dog, and I happened to be there at that time, and I asked if I can help them. And they explained they had a certain situation. We'll have John elaborate more on that later on. And they wanted a specific dog for a specific reason, like I just said. So my partner and I, Bill, we were walking around and we were trying to find a dog that might be ideal for them. So in our search, we found this particular dog named Stetson. He caught my attention immediately. We thought he might be the perfect dog. So continue watching. We're going to go inside. You're going to get to meet Stetson firsthand.
Hi, I'm John's mom, Lisa. John has epilepsy. He's had epilepsy since he was 14 years old. He's 28 years old now. Epilepsy is a seizure disorder. Not much is known about epilepsy at the moment. There's still lots of research being done regarding his condition.
Being epileptic, it's a lot of depression involved. It's hard to find a friend or a companion that can really deal with the epilepsy as far as the seizures and everything.
Normally what happens if there's any stress in a person who has epilepsy's life, a companion or a dog would be able to help reduce that stress. Currently we had gone to the shelter mainly to look for a smart companion for John to help sense the seizures that he has. We were looking at other options for service animals, and unfortunately they were anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000, and there's a 4 to 7 year wait. So we thought all animals are smart to some extent, so we chose the shelter.
But there's just the one dog that every time I'd walk by, he'd be calm, sitting, just wanting to love. Every time I'd walk off, be barking like crazy. So we walked around looking at the rest of the dogs as well. Came back to him and he stopped barking. They started giving out the food. Decided, well, we might want to let all the dogs eat and let's just go inside, but he decided he didn't want his food, just wanted to bark. So we went back to him. He decided, oh, well, I'll stop barking again. So Raphael said, well, let's go ahead and bring him out, see how he responds with you. We took him out, very calm, happy to be out of the cage, of course. And decided, well, let's go ahead and take him home, give it a shot.
Once at the shelter, John did find a friend that chose him.
Well, here we are now inside the lovely home, and this is Stetson. Stetson is a remarkable dog. He was surrendered to the Citrus County Animal Shelter, and for reasons they said that he was uncontrollable, all over the place, anxious, and very rambunctious. And when we walked around the shelter, looking at all the sad faces that are in there, everyone was feeding time, and everybody was eating. Out of all the dogs, he immediately stopped eating as John walked by. Now, John and his mom, Lisa, were on the opposite side of the kennels that we were on. And it just so happened, I was watching, as John passed his kennel, he was on the back side, didn't even see John. And all of a sudden, he just stopped eating. His head came up and he looked at me. And he just sat down and he just wouldn't eat. And John passed by, and then I had made mention to my friend Bill, and I said, you know, this dog seems to be the perfect candidate because he's very attentive and he's the only one who was responding. So I saw something in him. I've helped other people with dogs, with children that have autism, and placed dogs with them, and it's made a big difference in their life. And to help John in his situation, I found this to be a privilege, and I'm grateful that I was able to be there at that time to help him. It turns out Stetson, as you can see, is none of the things that they said he was when they surrendered him. He's calm. He's been 100% with John. He is by his side all the time. They've built a great relationship. The minute I seen them together, it was amazing. I couldn't be happier with this situation right now. John and his lovely mom, Lisa, they've truly made a difference in my life in allowing me to help with this. What we're going to do is we're going to go forward from here, and we're going to get John, we're going to get Stetson. We're going to get him certified for therapy. First, we're going to get him a canine good citizen. These are all the steps before he can go to be properly trained as a service dog. So we're going to get his good citizenship, and we're going to get a therapy dog also for him. That way John can take him everywhere and anywhere at that time. We want him to be with him all the time. I am ignorant to epilepsy, so this is all new to me and everything, and we're going to do whatever we have to do to help the family and help John out. But not only with this, but anything that comes along in his life. We're going to be part of his life forever. That's just what we do at Casita Big Dog Rescue. So this is going to be a great day. Anything that you found interesting about him since you've had him, John?
Well, they said that he was so rambunctious and uncontrollable. I don't see it in him at all. We've had him just a few days, and he stays by my side everywhere I go. When I sleep, he sleeps right next to my bed, doesn't ever move. He's never a problem. I can shower. He lays right outside the bathroom door waiting for me to get out of the shower. When I eat, he just lays down, waits for me to finish eating. Of course, being in the shelter, they have a certain time limit to eat.
Of course.
And he finishes food much faster than I do. So he ends up finishing his breakfast or his lunch and dinner, and then comes and lays in here on his red rug, of course, where his toys are.
Yes.
Until I'm finished eating. And he's not been out of control one time. Very loving, very understanding. Say sit, he sits. Say lay down, he lays down. Shake, he knows all the commands.
Wow,
basic
that's amazing.
commands.
Really?
Just instantly.
Okay.
Don't even have to give him a treat and he listens.
That's good. That's
so
very good.
It's very interesting how they could just release a dog that's so wonderful.
People sometimes they don't realize what they have, but you know, all things for a reason. You know, we were blessed by having him and having you being
I'm glad
in the shelter.
they did release him, because now I got somebody that's this wonderful in my life.
Exactly.
And with my epilepsy, it makes me feel so much better to have somebody that I can care for, that'll care for me in turn.
That's right, and he will. Dogs have an inner, something about them. It's a sixth sense that they have when someone is in need or has a certain ailment. They even use them for post-traumatic stress syndrome with military men that have come back from the war and everything. They have a certain understanding and knowing of when a seizure is going to occur, and they will lie on a person or make them sit down to make sure they don't hurt themselves, and they will keep other people away. I'm hoping that Stetson will fill that role. He shows all the signs of being on the same level as John. These dogs are very intuitive. I think that
he does understand, he does have a purpose now, and his purpose is to be with John and to be his best friend and to be there to help him through any seizures that he might have. And hopefully he won't have to. Hopefully John won't have any more seizures and this will pass, you know. And but as long as that's in the picture, we're going to rely on Stetson and our dad, Lisa, his mom, to be there and to be strength and all powerful for both of them.
This is Rafael Cabrera with Casita Big Dog Rescue, and this is my rescued American Bulldog, Big Lug. Thanks to our sponsor, ValuePetSupplies.com, Lug and I are able to save dogs at our shelter. Every purchase you make at ValuePetSupplies.com helps in saving these beautiful dogs from being destroyed. Follow us on Casita Big Dog Rescue YouTube channel. Buy from our sponsor, ValuePetSupplies.com, and you could be part of saving these majestic animals. Save a life, adopt a rescued pet. Right, Big Lug? I was just sent one of these wonderful products by ValuePetSupplies.com. This is called Zook's Health Nuts. This is a high protein treat. It's all natural, all organic, made with oats, barley, and molasses. This is a treat that you cannot overfeed your dogs on. It's a wonderful form of nutrition for them. These guys have been responding to them very well. Gadzooks, it's a great product. Please support ValuePetSupplies.com. Hi, I'm Rafael Cabrera, leader of the pack with Casita Big Dog Rescue. If you have a problem, I have a simple solution. Now the weather's going to be getting cooler, you're not going to want to take your dog out as much. This is a product that can help with that. Remember, Simple Solutions, 100% more absorbent, holds 10 times more liquid than standard economy pads, neutralizes odors, quick drying, embossed quilt pattern, traps urine and directs moisture down. This is an absorbent puppy pad that you can have your dog relieve itself inside the house, dries quickly, wonderful, wonderful tool to help. This is the largest size. They come in various sizes. You can go to our website at valuepetsupplies.com and see some of the great products that they have there. Remember to spay and neuter, and every time you shop with valuepetsupplies.com, a portion of that goes to help me save another majestic creature from our shelter. The solution is simple. Simple Solutions. Thank you. Here we are with Wendy. We're at Citrus County Animal Services. She's one of the volunteers. This is a dog that she's been advocating for. This is Heather. Heather is a Staffy mix, and we're going to let Wendy give you some more information about her. So, what can you tell us about her, Wendy?
Heather is a wonderful breed. She's a blue brindle terrier. She's been here since 10/24, and she's just been a wonderful dog to take out of the kennel and spend some time with. She's very loving. She just would love to have a good home. She's very sweet, listens well. I enjoy volunteering here. All the volunteers are wonderful. They're great people. It must have taken years to build up the volunteers that y'all have here. It's just probably one of the best facilities that I've ever seen. I wish my county was more like yours.
What's the process of if someone wants to volunteer here? What do they need to do?
All you have to do is fill out a volunteer application and go through orientation. They usually try and have an orientation about 1 to every 2 weeks. And then after you're approved to be a volunteer, you come in, you can take out the dogs, take them to Pet Supermarket, and just kind of get them some exposure. You can come here and play with them, get them out of their kennels, get to know them, and you can pick any dog you like to sponsor, and it's a great thing because you might bond with one dog more over the other. And
so when you say sponsor, you're basically like this evening. I understand you're going to be taking Heather and fostering her. You're going to be taking her home with you tonight?
Yes.
Okay, so that's one of the perks. I mean, you get to take home a different dog every week if you'd like, and that gives them some good exposure, I would imagine, to being in a home, some real lifetime, exposure inside a house, maybe being with other dogs.
With all the computer, all the media, you can do Facebook, you can do Rescue Me. All these dogs get exposure on all the internet, and people come from all over to adopt the animals. So it kind of gives you a sense of accomplishment as well. It's just been a wonderful experience. I've been here about 2 months, and I've enjoyed every minute of it.
So do like Wendy. Make a difference in life. Make a difference in a dog's world. Thank you, Wendy. We appreciate everything you do here at the shelter.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, welcome back to Casita Big Dog Rescue. We were just going to pass on some information. Of course, remember Joanne Peters. She was on one of our shows with her friend Otto and her menagerie of dogs. This is her information. We're going to pass it on to John and Lisa, and this is where Stetson's going to go to get his Good Citizen Canine certificate. So this is one of the things that you can do. You get a dog from a shelter. You want to make a difference in this, in your neighborhood, in your society. Period. You can go pick out a dog, go get it. Get a certified for therapy dog. You can go to homes, make a big difference. Joanne Peters, she's wonderful. She also does courtroom dogs for children. So I'm going to give them this information, and hopefully we're going to follow up, and you get to see Stetson go through some of his motions and everything as we do that. So we want to thank them very much for considering doing this, and for taking Stetson into their home and into their lives. We appreciate it very much. Is there anything else?
We truly appreciate Casita Big Dog Rescue. If it wasn't for you, John wouldn't be doing so wonderful with his epilepsy and having a new companion. So we truly appreciate you, Raphael, and Casita Big Dog Rescue.
Thank you. And it's not me, it is valuepetsupplies.com who makes Casita Big Dog Rescue possible, and we want to thank them for making a difference.
Thank you.
If there's anybody out there besides Value Pet Supplies that want to help out, and donations are always welcome.
Yeah.
Everything helps.
Yeah.
See the Big Dog Rescue is always looking for any kind of help possible to help everybody else.
And how we ask you to help is to go to the shelters, make a difference there, donate to your local shelter, donate products, donate monetarily wise, just donate your time. Make a difference. We want to thank John for everything. We wish you all the best, and we're going to help you do everything that you need. We're not going to abandon you at any given time.
Right.
All right. We want to
Thank you
so much. All right. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
This is what valuepetsupplies.com does. Make a difference. Remember to spay and neuter. Continue to watch and see the progression of Stetson and his lovely family. Thank you so much.